Hi guys, this is O-Dog from AMR Entertainment, back again with another video. Today's video is gonna be about the new hero Marci. I'm kind of excited about this video and I hope you are as well. So don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to follow the page of AMR Entertainment if you're watching this on Facebook. And if you're on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel for more upcoming and entertaining content on Dota 2. So let's get into the video. Alright guys, first up we have Marci's Dispose. I feel like this is one of the most important abilities of Marci in terms of positioning because you can reposition either your enemy or your ally, I can just say the selected target unit, right behind Marci. So wherever Marci is facing right now, she's just gonna throw the ally or the enemy unit that you're gonna select and reposition it. So I really feel like Marci can initiate the fight with Dispose, pull the enemy out, or maybe you can just pull your ally out from the team fight. Also, I have to mention the throw distance is 350, the stun duration on level 1 is 0.9, scales up to 2.1 on level 4, impact damage is 70, which scales up to 220, only for 90 mana. This is insane. It is such a good spell in terms of repositioning your ally or pulling out your enemy, or just repositioning your enemy in the whole team fight. Alright guys, let's talk about the second ability, which is Rebound. It is a vector targeted ability, which means you can determine or choose which side you would want to jump on by holding the left click on an ally or an enemy unit target. And whenever you leave the mouse, that is where Marci is gonna jump from the unit target to the position where you have chosen the circular thing on. It has a really high range, scales pretty well from 90 to 300 damage. The impact damage is pretty big. The numbers are really big on Marci, and we all know that. The movement speed slow is 30% on level 1 with 70 mana and 60% on level 4 with 100 mana. And the slow duration is about 3 seconds. I feel like this is one of the best abilities in terms of jumping or initiating in a team fight. I really find Marci super strong because of Rebound. And how Rebound can work is like you can maybe target yourself on a melee creep and reposition yourself closer to the range creep, and then maybe use Dispose to pull an enemy back. And this is how like you can mix up Dispose and Rebound together, like initiate with Rebound and get the enemy out with Dispose, and it can potentially make a huge impact in the team fight. Also, one other thing that I really want to mention is on level 15 you get this 200 rebound cast and jump range, which is kind of broken because now you can pretty much jump all across the map, and if you use the 100% range of the vector target as well, you can jump for so far. This is like, look at this. Look at the range. This range is insane. Like from one tower to another, this is like very big. It's huge. So level 15 is definitely a big buff, and I'm pretty sure this is gonna get nerfed real soon. But until the time it's not nerfed, have fun with it. The third spell of Marci is called Sidekick, and it is just lifesteal and bonus damage, which works really well alongside Unleash, which I will talk about really soon. But Sidekick, just in general, is lifesteal and bonus damage for a duration of 6 seconds, and it does not really require a lot of mana. It's like 45 on level 1 and goes down to 30 when you have 50% of the lifesteal and a 65 damage, which is pretty big according to me. Also, it is a point target ability, so like you will have to cast it. So for casting Sidekick, you just double tap E on your keyboard for using it on yourself, and it will also be used to allies around you, which is one of the other things. The one other thing that I would want to mention is On level 20, you get this plus 25% sidekick lifesteal, which is, I mean, this is already broken because on like on level 4 it was 50%, and now you get 25 more, and on level 25 you get plus 1.5 sidekick spell immunity, which is like a free BKB for 1.5 seconds. This is insane. Like, these things, like these two talents are really good for sidekick. Like, the earlier you catch up on the levels, the stronger Marci becomes. Then potentially in the late game, she's just unkillable with the movement of dispose and with the movement of rebound and then dispose, and you also have the life steal on yourself with a small amount of BKB. It's kind of broken, man. So finally, let's talk about the ultimate of Marci. Marci's ultimate is basically just like the fire swipes of Ursa. I'm just trying to connect Marci with other heroes, so it's very easy for you guys to understand what the hero does. Once you pop Unleash, you get these 3 hits, which is super quick, and has a gap of 1.5 seconds in which Marci cannot really attack. But the big part about it is this lasts for 16 seconds, which is a really, really big duration. The second thing that I would want to point out is the attack speed, which is quite high. It also creates a pulse around it, if you guys have seen it in the animation. And I want to mention one thing. If you stop hitting between the 3 hits or the 4 hits or the 5 hits, depending upon what level it is, you will not get the pulse. So if I hit 1 and I move around, it will not get the pulse. If I hit all 3, that's the time you're going to get the pulse, which is going to slow down the enemies in the same area or in the AoE area of the Unleash pulse. Right, guys, let me show you how all these spells work in combination with each other. I really like to pre-ult because it has a really long 16 seconds duration of Unleash. So I'm gonna ult, and then I'm gonna decide where I want to jump in, pull the hero back, use the sidekick, and right-click him down. That's one of the basic ways of using your spells and disabling the enemy in a team fight, and you can potentially secure a kill for yourself. Alright guys, let's talk about the itemization and Marci. I think you can start off with face boots, magic wand, you can get a soul ring, you definitely need some mana, it's a strength hero with a small mana pool. The first item that people usually like to buy is armlet. I think it works really well because you have 25 attack speed, damage, 15 damage, 6 armor, 5 HP regen. Also kind of makes you immortal if you know how to toggle it. Works really well alongside Sidekick and Unleash because it has quite a big amount of damage. So I personally like it. The second major item that people really like to buy is Skull Basher because of the attack speed of Unleash. You got these furry swipes which are really quick, and you have a chance to stun the enemy, you know. So I really feel like buying a Skull Basher is a good thing because it's not a very expensive item. In the early stage, first item, Skull Basher can work fine, can land a stun, hold a person around, second stun with Dispose. It's a decent item. It's a very decent item. The third item that we want to mention is Orchid. People really like buying Orchid on Marci because, I don't know, you can jump out of nowhere, surprise your enemy, boom. There you go, there's the silence, there's the stun, and there's the ulti with a couple more right clicks, and you can just burst someone down, you know. And in the early stages, you don't really have a BKB. Orchid plays a huge role. You can just jump out because of the attack, or the jump range, I should say, of rebound, in silencing the enemy with Unleash and Sidekick. Yeah, it's kind of broken. Because Marci's numbers are so big in terms of damage and the range and It's so buffed. Marci can be played pretty much on all the roles, but I have seen Marci's win rate being really high on core as mid because you have the mobility, you can move all across the map. Um, Safe lane as well, because high amount of damage, and who doesn't like damage? And if I talk about supports, I really feel like position 4 because position 4 rotates all across the map and you can do so much going all over the map. So I really feel like it can work pretty fine on position 4. Let's talk about the two allies of Marci in the game that you can really combo with your friends in the laning phase. I feel like Lion is one of the good ally of Marci because you can land that stun, Marci can dispose, unleash, and right clicks. And Lion can finish, Lion can also finish off the kill using the Finger of Death, which I'm gonna show you now. Let's see if that can happen. There's the dispose, and Lion can finish off the kill with the ulti as well. So I really feel like Lion and Marci combo is a pretty deadly combo in the lane because of the long range stun, and there's also a hex that I did not mention, so you can also hex. So the other one that I would want to mention is going to be Marci Vengeful, because Vengeful Spirit has a long range stun, and Marci can rebound from Vengeful, get her in, and with Unleash and Sidekick damage, she can finish off an enemy. And I really feel like this is a pretty decent combo in terms of good amount of damage and burst damage that Marci and Vengeful can do. So Vengeful's swap can also work really fine. You can jump up and use the stun, and then Vengeful can stun, and Marci can finish off the kill. So I really feel like this is a very good combo of Marci and Vengeful, like the swap and the stun and the double stun really works fine in the lane. You can use this combo with your friends and see how it goes in the lane. It's pretty brutal. So I really feel like Lion, Marci, and Vengeful Marci are like great combos that you can play with your friends. It's gonna work really fine. All of them are really brutal in the lane. There's no way the enemy can win the lane unless Marci gets countered. I'm gonna be getting into that in a moment. So you can definitely try these in your pubs with your friends, or you're gonna potentially enjoy it. Alright guys, let's talk about the counters of Marci. I really feel like Viper is a counter of Marci because of the Nether Toxin. You have the break, which does not let you do the lifesteal from the sidekick. I'm going to show you how, because Marci is now broken. Even if you try to right click the guy, it's not going to lifesteal, which is potentially a big counter, you know? You can disable Marci because Marci's Unleash works really well along sidekick, and if there's no sidekick, there's a big chance that Marci is gonna die in the team fight. The second counter that I will want to mention is gonna be Bane on the support role because of the Etherlands and the Fiend's grip range, and using the Glimmerscape on yourself, you can catch up Marci, and your carry can hit the Marci down. Also, can disable Marci by putting him onto sleep and right click damage, and also do good amount of brain sap and enfeeble. Does make you a little weak on Marci. So all in all, Bane and Viper are the two big counters of Marci in the game. Alright guys, this was it for the Marci video. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, don't forget to share the video and like the video on Facebook as well as on YouTube. If you're on Facebook, don't forget to follow AMR Entertainment page, and if you're on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. It really does help us a lot. And don't forget to comment down below if you guys have any comments or any suggestions. We'll be more than happy to see you guys in the comment section. And this is ODog signing off from another video, and I'll see you in the next one very soon, guys. Take care of yourselves.